This is my favorite golf glove because it's miraculous. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. If you like to go out golfing, sometimes I do, a couple times a week maybe if I'm lucky, and you have a golf glove, maybe you wear two of them. Maybe you're Tommy Two Gloves. You like having a glove on both hands. We can do that too. Good on you. I wear the ubiquitous left-handed glove, though, and one of the reasons that I wanted to come on today is to talk about this glove. Now, gloves aren't necessarily something that I would spend a lot of time on, but what I have here is a golf glove that I reviewed not last summer, but the summer before then. And I've used it, and I used it a lot, and I've used some other gloves, but I always came back to this. And now, almost 2 years later, 20 months later, I wanted to show it to you because it's pretty impressive. Now, here's another glove. This is a glove that I used during my league. I used it for about 3 weeks. And as you can see, it is dried, it is crusty. It's not the worst thing ever. I could probably stretch it out, get my hand in there, and it is just falling apart. And part of the problem is that leather that they use. It's a very thin leather. Man, that feels crusty. Man, that is dirty. It's not looking so good, but I could make it work in a pinch if I needed to. But golf gloves just don't last very long. And so that's why I wanted to show you this, because this one seems to be different. Let me show you. All right, so this Handy Picks glove here is not just a year old. It is a couple years old. It is now 2024, and I'm not telling you that I picked this up the summer 2023 played it. I picked it up in the summer of 2022 and played it, and then played it in 2023 and continued to play it because it's still in reasonably good condition. You can see this rubberized part. I don't know, it's some sort of actual soft rubber. It seems to have worn very well. Maybe in some of the areas where I grip a little harder, it's gotten a little bit of wear, but it's not crunchy and crusty and falling apart. And, the material here, I don't know if this is neoprene. You can see a little bit of fraying there. But just in terms of being able to put on a glove that feels comfortable every time I put it on, that dries out super quickly, that grips a glove like none other, this one is it. And I just cannot believe how much money this has saved me. At the beginning of the season, I would buy 5-6 pairs of gloves if I could find a good deal on them because I go through them that quickly. You just sweat. It's hot. It's hot in the summer. This is crazy to me. So I just bought another one, and I want to show it to you because if you are saying, Pete, a glove like that could save me a ton of money, there are some things that you need to know, and I want to show it to you because here is another glove, and you might not be into the red and black. I think it's cool looking. They have one that is a little bit more standard here. It's this gray, blue, and white. And again, we get that Handy logo right there. So it's the easiest way to get a Handy. It looks like basically the same construction. I don't know that they've changed anything. You get this extra padding right there. You get this little checkerboard wave pattern. But the thing I want to show you here is that I originally said that I bought this in my size and one size larger. And when I put it on, the larger size, it felt still a little snug on my hand, but it was going to work. This one, I ordered 2 sizes larger, and this feels perfect. This feels like it should. So if you were going to buy one of these gloves, because you're saying, hey, Pete, this could be the way that I afford those new clubs by getting a glove that's going to last 2 years. Normally, I would get a medium large cadet size, but I think this is actually the XL. So instead of the large, I went full on XL size here, and this feels like a medium large to me. So depending on your size, what I would suggest is just go large. And even if you feel like they're a little tight, you play with it a little bit, it does open up a little bit. So it's going to feel nice. This one was probably a size too small, but after the first round, I didn't notice it. But this is just perfect. And man, they just last forever. That's why I got this, because you know what? I am leaving this one on my bag where I always need a glove, and I want to know that I have a glove that's ready for game time, whether it's like at the simulator and I don't have my normal glove or my normal clubs. This one is going to be my new precious. I'm going to go ahead and play with this on the course here, break it in, and man, she is going to bring my score down. If you're a 20 handicapper, this glove is going to make you a scratch golfer, almost certainly. But I tell you what, honestly, this has probably saved me from buying a dozen gloves since I got this, and I just can't believe it. I loved it when I got it because I loved the construction, the feel of how much more comfortable it was than other normal golf gloves. But what has stunned me here is just how well it has held up under the worst conditions, hottest days, sunniest days, sweaty palms, abuse, rain, all of that. And man, that's what got me to buy this. In fact, one of the problems for Handy Picks is that maybe they make the gloves too good. Maybe they're not selling enough of them. because they last too long. So maybe you should get them because maybe they go out of business because they're not moving gloves because the old ones just last years. So anyway, if you want to pick up this glove, just order it large because they run a little small, but I think you are going to love it. I know I do. That is my long-term follow-up on the handy picks. I'll put a link to these in the description below. Peter Von Panda, out.